Long ago, ancient Egyptians had the grand idea to power boats using a force that was almost always constant: wind. The development of the sail changed the world forever. Sailing ships let people and cargo travel from place to place faster and farther than ever before. Soon, we may be able to apply this revolutionary technology to the next great frontier. Solar sails are just one of the many propulsion system options for spacecraft and probes in orbit and beyond. All objects, including space probes, have to follow the same law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. This means that most probes maneuver by ejecting small amounts of something at very high speeds in order to create a force, thrust, that will move the probe in the opposite direction. Solar sails don't use this method of propulsion. What makes them unique is that instead of creating thrust, they move using a force that is always present: sunlight. The principle behind solar sails is simple. Similar to how a sailboat uses the pressure of wind to move, a solar sail uses the pressure of sunlight to move. Light is made up of a bunch of massless particles called photons. As these photons strike the reflective sail and bounce off, they transmit some of their momentum to the sail. This in turn causes the probe to move away from the source. Every action has an equal and opposite reaction. Now, the force caused by a photon hitting the sails is extremely, extremely small. But when a single photon is joined by its friends, millions upon billions of them, that starts to have an effect. It can take a while, think months or years, for the acceleration to be of any significance, but just a little bit of force over a long period of time can propel the sail to amazing speeds. The problem of solar sail acceleration can be minimized by increasing the sail's surface area while reducing mass. A probe with a larger sail allows more photons to hit the sail, which increases how fast the probe can speed up. A smaller mass also means that it is easier for the photons to push the sail. Think about how it is easier for you to push a shopping cart than a car. Less mass can be achieved by making the probe and its instruments smaller and lighter, as well as making the sail out of an extremely thin material. Put these elements together and you're getting places. The most interesting part of solar sail development is their potential applications. The fact that probes equipped with solar sails can gain a lot of speed over a long period of time makes them the perfect candidate for interstellar travel. Current engines, such as the Ion engine, would take well over 20,000 years to reach our solar system's closest neighbor, Alpha Centauri. However, Breakthrough Initiatives has announced their plan to propel a fleet of ultra-small solar sail probes up to 100 million miles per hour, or almost 15% the speed of light. They will do this by shining a ground-based light beamer, or laser, at the fleet to accelerate them to incredible speeds. The project, called Starshot, could reach Alpha Centauri in about 30 years, much better than 20,000 years. Humans started out sailing the seas, and soon we might be sailing the stars. Solar sails could very well be the next great development of space exploration.
Created using Powtoon.